point error balance approximate multiplier for real-time application. This work is done with the cooperation of NIT Delhi and our university GGST Hisar. So in coming to our next slide, starting with the introduction, in today's era we all know about multipliers. Multipliers are the basic units for performing such a task of addition. Multiplication are used in every domain such as video processing, signal processing, and in phones, laptops, many devices. In today's eras, we all know about VLSI. In VLSI, we introduce a new multiplier. So, question arises, why we use a new multiplier? So, multipliers are basically doing tasks such as addition, bit by bit, bit by bit. So, they add two numbers, but they make so complex structure which is consume so much area and power. So we introduce our new multiplier which is basically named as DBAM. So this multiplier uses low area, low power and low LU2 counts. So this is what basically approach computing part. So first of all we come to the what is approximate computing. So approximate computing is nothing but we multiply things by getting some error. In approximate computing helping us towards leading low area, low power and better architectures. So our main objective is to reduce area and power and gain high speed for the multiplication, which helps with neural engines and also uses for multipliers. So these are some talking about the related work which have done by researchers. So basically first come with the conventional array multipliers. So these array multipliers consume so much areas. So they are slow and they are so complex. So during designing, researchers are so felt very problems. Their architecture is so difficult. They use so much of NAND gates and adders to perform multiplication. Same, there are data multipliers which are better than those multipliers, but they use such as more areas. So coming these related works, we further improvement, and then after some era of time, we introduce our new multiplier, which is DBAM. So this is a working of basically decoder-based approximate multiplier. In multipliers, there are two bits which are added simultaneously. But in DBAM, we use shifted operation for performing this multiplication operation. First, they shifted. This shiftment gives approximate answer, such as, and after that we use ripple carry added for these PP, these generated PPs after added, and we got our final results. So this is a basically example of our DBAM dynamic error balance multiplier. So these are our results which are for our multiplier perform best in all of these multipliers. They use so much low area, there is 236 micrometer. As you know, we are the compare result are best results all over in the discussion. Our FPGA results are also best, as they are mentioned that they use only 42 LUTs. So these are the some ADP and bitwise. So here is our multiplier DBAM. So as you know that it uses so much low ADP as we are comparing the WBM multiplier and all other multipliers. So these are better results which have been published during our research. After our conclusion, we made that DBAM is a multiplier which trade-off between area and power. It uses very low LUT count and performs best as compared to other multipliers. Thank you, sir. Thank you for considering our paper as the best paper candidate. Thank you, sir.
what is LEP and ADP? It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I know. I'm asking you. What is ADP and ADP?
Now, I request the next presentee with paper ID 554 to come to podium for the paper presentation.
Good morning everyone. Good morning sir. My name is Satyam Pathak and I am going to present the topic technology driven stakeholder engagement in social enterprises. So social enterprises operates as hybrid organizations which are balancing the social and economic missions, and the stakeholder engagement is a very crucial factor for their success and building trust and accountability. Traditional engagement models rely on physical interactions like conducting some engagement events, which is very costly because of the resource scarcity in the social enterprises. And we have seen in the last decade digital tools such as messaging apps, crowdfunding portals, and interactive data dashboards are very much used by the traditional businesses. And the COVID-19 pandemic also accelerated this digital transformation out of necessity. So stakeholder in this paper, we have used stakeholder theory by Freeman, uh, which emphasizes that organizations co-create value with multiple actors. In social enterprises, the stakeholder engagement relies on accountability, trust, and legitimacy, and hybrid structures intensifies the governance complexity because the balancing of social and economical factors are very important. And digitalization is reframing the engagement through the data-driven transparency and participatory platforms, which requires research on digital inclusion, data privacy, ethical standards, and especially for marginalized communities. So digital platforms expand reach, feedback, and accountability. Technologies like dashboards, apps, and crowdfunding portals enhance transparency and co-creation. And emerging consensus is that digital engagement can democratize participation, but requires context sensitive and ethically grounded design. For the methodology, we are using 6 cases. There will be a comparative study, 3 cases from India and 3 cases from the UK, and we are looking for the dimensions of communication, transparency, participation, inclusion, and ethics. About the cases, the first case is from United Kingdom, Beam, which is a crowdfunding platform which helps homeless individuals access job training, housing, and employment opportunities. And they offer a real-time crowdfunding where donors can follow a beneficiary's journey from training to employment. And every donation is traceable, strengthening the accountability and emotional engagement. The second case is Big Issue from United Kingdom, which is a social enterprise that enables homeless and marginalized individuals to earn an income by selling magazines and related products. During COVID-19, when there were the situation of social distancing, they introduced QR codes, contactless payments, and digital vendor platform. And they also launched e-mentoring programs and digital inclusion training for vendors. Third case is Cash 22 from United Kingdom. This is a UK-based social enterprise addressing youth engagement, education, criminal justice, and mental health. And they use digital dashboards and data-driven reporting systems which is shared among funders, staff, and service users, and they promote organizational transparency by making data accessible to all levels of staff, not just the high-level management. During COVID-19, they also shifted to remote service delivery, integrating digital onboarding and staff training. The fourth case is from India, Milap. This is a leading crowdfunding platform which manages to crowdfund for social causes, health emergencies, and community development. The donors can receive real-time updates on campaigns through progress through the platform and social media. This integrates the digital storytelling to create emotional connection and sustain donor interest. They use ethical review processes and stronger consent mechanisms for beneficiary narratives. The next case is Rangde from India, which operates as a peer-to-peer lending platform connecting social investors directly with marginalized borrowers. The platform enables direct interaction between lenders and borrowers through updates, blogs, and messages. And the platform combines finance with digital storytelling, which transforms the borrowers into visible and empowered agents. The last case is Selco Foundation of India, which provides sustainable energy solutions to low-income rural and urban communities. And they use virtual trainings and online dashboards to link rural communities, partners, and field technicians to update them about installations, maintenance, and community impact. These tools promote shared responsibility, co-decision making, and continuous feedback loops. So the key findings revolves around 5 themes that we have that emerged from the study. The first theme is digital platform act as a catalyst for stakeholder engagement. So crowdfunding models of Milap and Rangde transform donors and leaders from simple benefactors to engaged partners who follow the journey and outcomes. The visual training and dashboards of Selco Foundation allows rural communities to be involved in the remote diagnosis and maintenance for their solar systems. And the second theme is transparency, traceability, and trust. So the transparency of Selco Foundation by real-time data dashboards, they give information about solar installations and performance status to the entire network, the staff, the donors, and partners, and this defines the impact. This fosters a culture of ethical supportment by making the organization's struggles and success visible. The traceability of the Beam supporters can track their donations through the recipient's journey via dedicated crowdfunding, and this transforms the trust contract. Donors invest in an outcome they can verify, mitigating the typical black box of philanthropy. The third theme is democratization of participation. So the P2P profiles of Rangde can, this centers the borrower's voice and story, emphasizing the dignity and agency over mere repayment metrics. And the big issue of UK, the rapidly adoption of the QR codes and contactless payments during COVID-19 provided a safe, modern method for vendors to secure income, integrating them into the digital economy. The adaptability and resilience. So Selco Foundation relied on existing well-established WhatsApp groups for field communication and remote diagnostics. And the big issue rapidly adopted their model by distributing digital payment tools to vendors. So the personal health and financial data from the vulnerable groups requires more robust guarantees, and consent must be an ongoing and transparent process. Access is uneven. Cultural factors like mobile use reserved for male earning members exclude women and children from vital services. And online spaces can easily repeat the same top-down structures they seek to reform. And the solution is that platform must be designed through transparent collaborative processes to ensure participation is authentic and non-hierarchical. So this is the key difference between Indian and United Kingdom social enterprises. So the digital context, in the terms of digital context, India is rapidly growing, but it is uneven digital infrastructure and mobile first innovation. whereas the United Kingdom is mature and policy supported digital ecosystem. Uh, the low cost and adaptive tools are of WhatsApp or P2P platforms are adopted by India, but UK has advanced dashboards, real-time analytics, QR-based payment systems. In the terms of stakeholder role, in India, it is seen that beneficiaries are co-creators and peer-to-peer trust networks. And in the United Kingdom, stakeholders are seen as collaborators and evaluators. So the ethical challenges in India are like digital literacy gaps, consent issues, and uneven access, whereas in UK it is data privacy and balancing transparency with the confidentiality. So the future research direction is that longitudinal and impact studies. They're like tracing the effect of digital strategies on trust and performance over time, developing frameworks for privacy by design and culturally sensitive technology adoption, researching on how AI, machine learning, and blockchain can enhance transparency or unintentionally reinforce biases. For practical implications, continuous investment in skill training for staff and stakeholders for digital capacity building, designing tools that accommodate differences in language literacy and device access, and upholding the transparency, privacy, and consent through ethical data management. Conclusion is that digital stakeholder management transforms how social enterprises connect, collaborate, and sustain impact, build transparency, trust, and resilience, but it requires ethical vigilance. And the most effective organizations balance digital efficiency with human empathy. Thank you, sir. Sir, I am from ABB Triple Atom Gwalior. Yes. Department of Management Studies. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am PhD. Yes, sir. It is 2-year-old department. Sir, yes, sir. So there are a few impact measurement scales. So I'm not aware of that. So in terms of social enterprises, it is about building transparency, build legitimacy and trust. Sorry, sir? So building the trust. Yes. Hmm. The methods, so like real-time reporting, transparency of data. Sir? So there are many more. Not able to recall. So many different. So first one. Thank you, sir.
I believe this extremely enriching session was highly beneficial for all the participants. Now, I request Raman sir to propose the vote of thanks.
Hello. As we come to the end of this session 4, track number 6, I would like to express my warm thanks to our esteemed session chair, Dr. Navneet Garg sir, for his valuable inputs. And I am sure that we all shall be keeping in consideration the prominent implication discussed today in this session. Special thanks to all the members, 4th IEEE TEMSMET 2025, for their valuable support throughout the session. And at the end, I thanks to all the participants and for their valuable inputs on the behalf of National Institutes of Technology. Once again, thanks to all the members. Thank you.